dragging an empty trailer behind me again. Kind of got caught up in a impound auction sale, and I bought another car. So we're headed that way to pick this thing up and see what kind of shape it's in, and see if I can do something with it or not. But anyway, so we're headed through the city again, and be there hopefully in about 20 minutes, and we'll see what we got. We're here. Let's go see if we can find what we bought. All right, got the paperwork done, got a bill of sale for the car, so we're going to pull it around here and see what it takes to load this thing up. Okay, I'm kind of bummed right now because I lost the footage of them loading this car with a forklift. A little funny to see the car 10-15 foot in the air and then come over and just plop it right down on your trailer and say, there you go. So I missed that. I don't know what happened there, but dang it, it was sure cool. Okie dokie. We got it tied on as good as we're gonna get it. So we're going to get it. We'll see what else we're going to need to do. Make sure everything stays tight, stays put, and head to the house. All right, well, we made it home, and we're going to see about what we have to do to get this car jacked up off the trailer, because I know the third member's gone, the axles are loose. Springs are probably gone if it's sitting this low. Good news is I found a rear axle for this thing locally on Marketplace, so I'm gonna go pick that up tomorrow, and then we can try and get this thing up. Maybe we'll slide an axle underneath it, some springs, and we can roll it off the car. So other than that, we've got a few things to look at. Oh man, lost the windshield. That sucks because that was a good windshield. That's what I get for hauling a car backwards. Anyway, it was probably pitted, you know how that goes. So I've got to get this hood off, and then we'll have to slide a jack down the transmission tunnel, get to the rear end to lift the car up so I can block it up, do the rear end. So let's see what that's gonna take. Good news is T-tops are still good, so glad they didn't blow out, because that would have been a nightmare and a half trying to find. But I can get in the car without opening the doors now. Dash is pretty well gutted, which we're not going to really use any of it, so that's not a problem. It'll all come out. So all right, let's try and get this hood off. The hinges are not attached, so hopefully I can slide it up and off. Okay, so both sides are unhitched. This side looks like it's bent, so I probably need a driver's side hinge or passenger side hinge. So let's see if I can get this off. Thing has already bit me once. Thought you're about scratching the paint on this one. Okay, that's off. You can see what's going on in here now. The good thing is they already cleaned a lot of the crap out of it. So we definitely know they hot rodded the thing. That's not hard to tell. They ditched all the AC stuff already. Changed out the, I don't think those are factory motor mounts, but we're going to use them. They did leave us a power steering pump. That's really all we need. Everything's clean. It's going to be pretty easy to work with. Gonna need one of those. And does have the back seats in it. Probably going to get rid of all that crap. So we have the 2001 model Camaro that we were going to build for the fam to play with at the racetrack, but I think this one's cooler. This body style is definitely a lot nicer than the old 4th gen body styles, but it'll work. Let's get this thing jacked up. Okay. And it's too hot to be October out here. See if we can get this car situated where it's safe to get around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. But yep, see the rear end? No bueno. I see some springs, but they are sure not doing very much. All right, how about this one? Okay, I'll lower the car down there. What's up with this one? No spring, and the axle is stuck there somehow. So we'll see if that falls down whenever we lower the car down. See what's up with it. We'll set those both right there. That's probably the safest spot. Lower the car down, see what it does. This side's the same way, and these axles probably will come right out. And like that. So yeah, one spring on this side. No springs on the other. That looks good. Axle came down over there. Definitely did a little rubber recycling. Alright, let's see if we can look at this a little better. So, torque tube it is. And a coil spring. Shocks are there. They probably had different control arms or something on this at one time because all the bolts and nuts are loose. Hey, broken axle on that side. Imagine that on a 10 bolt. Can't imagine that. So, may need a few little parts, nothing too dramatic to get this thing going. Alright, what's probably going to happen here? We're going to get the other little 10 bolt, throw it back in there, and do what the last person did, see if we can break it. I have my 450, or sorry, my 468 out of my 68 Camaro. Can't say the Camaro anymore, got 3 of them things around here now. I'd like to have another one. So we have my 468 right back there, ready to go. Turbo 350 with converter, ready to go. Nitrous plates under there, ready to go. So, I don't like those Pontiac wheels. Those are going to be gone. Temporarily will be most likely the old school US mags. Got a pair of 15x6s and a pair of 15x8s. So that will work for now. But I was told by a buddy of mine that does Pontiac stuff that those wheels are worth $100 a piece in this condition. So those are going to get sold. So I bought this at the auction. I paid $325 for it. It's probably going to cost that to get a new windshield, which sucks because it was in good shape. It just wasn't glued in very well. We have the motor, we have the transmission. We'll need a set of headers. We'll need a drive shaft. I've got several laying around, so maybe we can make one work. It's got a fuel tank in it. Probably has an electric fuel pump in it. This would have been a TBI. It's an 86 model. Maybe a carburetor. I bet it was a carburetor. Because they didn't do, I don't think, injection until 87. But I may be wrong on a Camaro. I think cars might have had something going on first. So, either way, we can put a fuel pump in it. I do have a fuel injection pump regulator to a carburetor. That was on the Camaro before I LS'd it. So, no problem there. Looks like all of our fuel lines and stuff are up here. Probably won't reuse that because I have a crap ton of 3/8 aluminum fuel line and 1/2 inch. Looks like they were powering a few things here, but they pretty much did me a favor and just gutted everything but the headlights. So I'm happy about that. The interior, like I said earlier, this will just be gone. Get rid of it all. Don't need it. Don't need it, don't want it. Only thing I need is a hot wire to the fuel pump, hot wire to the HEI, and probably need to make the power doors work, power windows up and down, because that'll suck. Okay, so right now we need a hood hinge, a windshield, because I don't want things to get rained on any more than I have to, and the rear end. So we'll take care of part of that list tomorrow. Hopefully the guy that has the 3rd gen parts has a hood hinge and a rear spring. All right, let's see what comes up next. All right, so good news. The guy called me back with the rear end. He told me I could come tomorrow, and his plans changed, so he said come on today. So we're gonna go get the rear end for this thing and hope that he has maybe a spring and a hood hinge. It'd be really great if he had a glass windshield, but I don't know about that. So we'll see you guys when we get there. All right, guys, we got over here at Gary, and he is hooking us up. We have got a 4th gen 10 bolt. You say it's a 342 and Positrack? 373 in Positrack. Awesome. So we're making a deal. We're getting the axle, a couple of springs, and he's got a spare windshield that we just lost coming home. So we're going to hook me up there, and we are going to come over here and weld him up a gas tank access door for a fuel pump access door. And we're doing a little trading. He's cool with it, I'm cool with it, and man, hot rod guys got to stick together, and we'll get it done. So, but anyway, good day. So he's already, he even cleaned this up for me, so you know, no wire wheeling, you know. So we need to grab a couple rotors and some shoes and calipers and stuff like that. But Rock Auto is a phone call, email away. We'll get some stuff like that for the car, but we can make it mobile now and get it off my trailer. That's the main thing, get it off the trailer. So, all right, well, we're gonna load this stuff up and then go from there. Awesome. All right, well, more parts. Been a busy day. Took the wife's car to the body shop. She hit a deer, so getting that fixed, and now gathering Camaro parts. So, well, thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Have a good day.
You too.
And we're gonna become buddies with all this kind of stuff, you know.
Absolutely.
So you're building. This is your parts car.
Yep.
That's the one you're building. Pontiac 67 GTO. He's already got floor pans in this. Doing a full ground up on this thing. How long have you had this one?
2 years.
2 years. Floor pans are overrated, aren't they? They're not that bad.
No, they're not that bad at all.
No, not that bad. Just keeping it all square.
Pontiac, they're not bad at all.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I did with the Camaro, just a one piece.
Yep.
Do the whole thing. So.
Yeah, it's not like a Charger when you gotta put 2 pieces in.
Exactly. So, and it's a whole lot easier than doing floor pans, just replacements. So, because you always see the seams, everybody always looks at them. So, well, cool. All right, guys, we're headed back to the house. All right, well, that couldn't have worked out any better. Made some new friends. and another car guy, like it is, you know, we always help each other out one way or another. So he was cool enough to say, hey, yep, I'll trade you for some labor, and so we're gonna trade for some labor. So I've got the parts I need for the car. Now I'm not so upset about the windshield blowing out. So as long as I can get that one out of that car without breaking it, then all is good. Okay, so quite an interesting day. Got the wife's car to the body shop, bought another project, needed parts, found parts. The only thing I didn't get today that I needed is a hood hinge. But can't be that hard to find. All right, guys, we're gonna call that a day. All right, couldn't handle it anymore. It's daylight outside, so it's time to do something. Got the wheels off this thing, and with only like 2 load nuts holding on, it wasn't that big of a deal. This shock's not even hooked up. So I'm pretty much thinking they had some decent suspension on this thing, and they just robbed it off when they got rid of the car or whatever it is they did. It's a 19, I'm gonna need something bigger than that. Nothing like doing an axle swap on a trailer, but about the only way we're gonna get it done. There we go. Kinda sucks because I can't really get wrenches in here. Get on what we got. Definitely can't see. It's too big. That's too big. Those are 21s and 22s, so I'll run the gauntlet of wrenches here. Ah, that one worked. Where's my impact? Did I even get that yet? Didn't take long. Okay, that's out. Gotta get the control arm out of here. The sun is going down and it is bright. So we got a nut back here. The emergency brake lines, we'll probably just cut them off because not going to use them. There's that one. Now that torque tube looks like that could be a handful getting out, so we'll worry about that when we get it on the ground. All right, so we might as well just lose some weight here, because this one has seen better days. Been like that for a long time. We'll get rid of that. All right, so we have a shock bolt, which doesn't even feel like it's bolted on right there. I don't feel anything. So probably take this control arm, which like I said, they did not have much time spent trying to get this all on there. So this should lift off if I can get it off that spring. Okay, that spring's gonna go, so I'm gonna move my fingers. There we go. All right. That's all out. Track bar's off. Let's see about getting these control arms off. And then we're just gonna cut that brake cable on both sides. I guess it has individual cables. Nothing's coming over here. And then we'll slide it back, try and get it out of the way. Sides off. Here. Sides off. All right, now what do we have to deal with on this torque arm? It would be kind of nice to take it off and leave it up there. But it might be, looks like they have it wired up in the front. This eagle claw in there. There she goes. All right, fellas and ladies, if there's anyone out there. Okay. Still zip tie on this thing. Okay, now the trick is to get this thing out of here. Good thing is it's missing a bunch of parts, so it be a little bit lighter. I like the race studs and the 10 bolt. Oh, sides out too. Look at this nice little thing. I think the pinion even moves. Not very far. There's no love in that one, that's for sure. All right, now I got to snake the new one under there. There we go. Some good scratches in this new wood that I got on this trailer. Oh, man, that's close. All right, I'm pretty sure that was this bolt here. And this, of course, you saw earlier in the video, disc brakes posi, and he said 373s. It had a 342 marked on the cover, but I'm sure he checked it, so might have been marked wrong from the factory, or from wherever yard he bought it from. I'm not sure on these models what's actually what, so I can't tell you until I look. Be a seesaw game here. We're going to try and jack it up, maybe get the track bar on it. The whole axle needs to go that direction. So right now the goal is just to get this thing mobile, as in can roll. Let me do this. Get this up again. There we go. Now we get enough out of that. There you go. Okay. So I do this on Jeeps occasionally, especially my rock crawler when I got to change control arms. We're going to strap it, pull it that way, and that should straighten this up. Close. There we go. Now we're through. Perfect. There she goes. There. Okay. All right, we had another big nut laying around here somewhere. Oop, I see it. This washer, and that doodad right there. Okay, so that thing is bolted back in there. So now we can put springs in it. Might have to take my truck up to the trailer because my floor jack is holding that down. So I'm going to do that real quick. That way we can put the jack under the rear end, jack it up, put the tires back on, and maybe unload this thing. These were on the other donor car, but I don't think they fit on there. I don't believe. I think that's how they go. All right, take it back up. Okay, that side's on. Now this is the tire that I 100% know will not hold any air. So we're going to put it on and hope that it will roll off the car. And I'll dig up an old tire somewhere. Get this stuff off out of the way so we can see what we're doing. All right. That stuff can stay off. And we gotta go up more. Okay. Now we're starting to look like something. All right, let's get this thing off the jack stands. Okay, well, the car's back on all fours and actually it's sitting kind of like it's supposed to now. So hopefully we can get this thing off the trailer now and see what the game plan is for it next. So remember to go and like and subscribe, and we'll keep it coming. Thanks. Bye.